Baltimore bridge collapsed earlier today, preliminary investigations point to an accident. Maryland's Governor Wes Moore, in a conference here today, said that the investigating authorities haven't seen any credible evidence of a terror attack. There were more than 22 Indians on board, according to Synergy Marine Group. The company also informed that all the crew members, including the 2 pilots, have been accounted for. And there are no reports of any injuries on board, and the crew of the cargo ship that hit the bridge told the Coast Guard about propulsion and control issues that helped get the word out to limit traffic on the bridge. 2 people were pulled out alive earlier this morning from the freezing waters. 1 is hospitalized. Now, Maryland's congressional delegation has reached out to key federal officials. The National Transportation Safety Board is also on the scene and are carrying out an extensive investigation. President Biden has also been briefed this morning, and he's expected to pledge to provide any federal support that Baltimore needs. Now, the focus, of course, right now remains on the victims of this accident and the search for those in the water. But ultimately, decisions will have to be made related to a new bridge and rebuilding here. In Baltimore, Reena Partwad.
I live here in Dundalk, Maryland. It would have been a tragedy. My husband is a CDL truck driver. He works right out of Sparrows Point or Trade Point Atlantic. He uses that bridge to commute. It's definitely always something that's on my mind is anything going wrong. But for me, it personally would have hit home. But the traffic that bridge sees every day, I couldn't even put a number on it. Thousands of cars, thousands and thousands of cars. And had this happened, say, at 1:50 in the afternoon, I think we'd be having a very different experience and conversation. My prayers and thoughts are definitely with the families. I can't imagine what they're going through. That was my first thought as soon as I heard about the collapse this morning was how many people were on the bridge. So I can't imagine what they're dealing with right now. I know it's going to rock the community. I've already seen online a lot of posts sharing people's experiences. The bridge has a very strong history in America. It's where our national anthem, Star Spangled Banner, comes from. It's named after Francis Scott Key, who is the writer of our national anthem. So Maryland in itself has a lot of history, and Dundalk has a lot of history that people I don't think even really know about, which is incredible, and the Baltimore area here. So the impact that's going to have is substantial. People that live in this community, their grandparents and their parents helped build that bridge 47 years ago, and it just hit its birthday this month. So there's a lot of sentimentality in the community. I'm seeing a lot of people post their memories, their look-backs, the opening days of the bridge, their experiences boating and going under the bridge, even singing the national anthem, and just being very patriotic. Maryland as a whole we're very proud of our state. We love Maryland, we love Baltimore, we love our sports teams, and this particular area in Dundalk is very close-knit. We are a large community, but we're very close-knit.
And at 1:30, I woke up and I heard the noise, and it was vibrating the house and stuff, and it only happened for 5 seconds, and I was really scared. I literally was covering my ears oh my God, I'm gonna die, this is it, this is my final moments. But then a few seconds later it stopped, and I was waiting for it to happen again, because that would be the time that I woke up my mom, and it didn't happen again. So I just was must have been a jet or something. So I went back to sleep. And then my little brother, he woke me up. He was literally kind of shaking me a bit. And in the most calm voice ever, he said, "Hey, the Key Bridge fell." And I was "Oh my God, is everybody okay? Is everybody all right?" And he was "Well, there's a search party going on." I was "Is Dad all right?" Because my dad's a truck driver, and he usually goes through the Key Bridge. And he was "Oh, he's fine." And I thought that was kind of a silly question, because my dad was asleep at the time, and he goes to work at 6:37 at least. And I was just flabbergasted, so I went down the stairs, and my mom was, like, in the bathroom, so I, like, literally looked up the thing online, and I saw the footage, and I was like, oh my god. And then I literally just, like, me and my mom were just, like, talking about it, like, the entire rest of the morning before she had to go to work and stuff, and it was just, like, it's really scary, to be honest. I've never experienced something like this. It's actually got me, like, trembling and stuff, so it's a little bit traumatic, but I just hope that the Key Bridge, helps and, gets fixed and stuff.